Here we go. Okay, first fight of the card. So, I've been having trouble with this one, honestly. So, it's Jamal Pogues versus Thomas the Train Petersen. And if I'm completely honest, I think Petersen should get it done because of his wrestling. I see his wrestling, it's pretty good. Pogues looks good on the feet, but as soon as he gets taken down, I think it's over. I won't spend too much time on this because I think Pogues actually is a good underdog because if he can stuff takedowns, which I don't know if he can or if he can't. I mean, I don't know enough about him. He's 10-4. I'm not sure. But Petersen has really good wrestling, and even though he got finished by Waldo Cortez Acosta, or Costa Cortez, whatever you want to call that guy, he's still pretty good. Anyway, so I think he'll get it done. My pick is Petersen. Landon Quinones versus Medeiros, Markel Medeiros. So I think Quinones is a great underdog here. I do think he has more UFC experience. He seems to be more physical. Medeiros has good striking though. He's 8-1. He's tough. Honestly, if I'm going for an actual pick, I'm actually taking Quinones. But Medeiros is tough. Like, I just like the dog. I like him as a dog, you know? Quinones? Yeah. We're going to commit. Whatever. Who cares? I only got 2 right last time, so. Luana Carolina, not a great fighter. Stolarenko, not a great fighter either. Very tough call. I don't think I'd really bet on either. I mean, Molly McCann knocked Carolina out with cold, so that's not a good look. She's on this card too. I think I'm gonna go Stolarenko. Okay, moving on to the next one. Blake Builder versus Jiang Lee. I think Jiang Lee is going to get it done, but Blake Builder is not a terrible fighter. He's a little bit older, but he's not a bad fighter. I mean, he will bring the fight, at least, you know what I mean? I'm going to crack this. So I got to think about this one. Yang Lee, Korean, sounds like, is 10-1. And honestly, yeah, he's a good fighter. I've seen his wrestling. It's pretty good, and Builders that's all he has to offer offensively. So I think Lee's gonna get it done. But Builder's not a bad underdog. You never know who's gonna win that fight. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, Themba Gorimbo versus Pete Rodriguez. Okay, so from what I've seen, Themba Gorimbo should get it done, right? And there should be no problem. Pete Rodriguez is a bit of a boxing threat in the beginning. They say he's a jiu-jitsu fighter, but I mean, whenever I see any information about him, he looks like he's a boxer. He's 5-1. All of his finishes and his wins are in the first round by KO. So you hedge Pete Rodriguez first round KO. That's the play. And then all of your real bets are Themba Gorimbo, because he's well-rounded, and I think Themba can get it done. He's not the best, but Pete Rodriguez, if he doesn't get it done in the first round, it's a toss-up. Okay? It's Themba's to lose. All right, Azak Maxim. So I think Azak's obviously going to get it done because Charles Johnson is just... I mean, if you look at Charles Johnson's last few, I mean, dude's not looking good. Lost to Estevam, who is 12-0, good fighter. Cody Durden beats you by decision. Ode Osborne beats you by decision. You know what I mean? So, Johnson's not good. He's lost 3 in a row, and he's going to get cut as soon as 17-0 Maxim beats him. So, my official pick, Maxim. All right, Molly McCann versus Diana Belbita. Dude, Diana Belbita, Pillowfest Belbita. She has absolutely no power. She has pillows in her fists. No finishing ability. Versus Molly McCann. Awful fighter. Super annoying person. I don't like her at all. It's unfortunate that Patty that had to kind of be associated with her because she's not only not a good fighter but very obnoxious. Honestly, Molly's terrible and she's gonna get the win. But Belbita could get it done by split decision. Oh man, Molly McCann's so bad. I hate Molly McCann so much. She's old too. How old is Molly? 33? She's not that old. She's just more physical than Belbita, and Belbita just can't get a finish. And I think Molly McCann honestly can get a finish, so gotta go with her. Alright, that's my pick. That's the last one on the prelims, and we're going to the main card. There's some great fights actually on this card. Gilbert Urbina versus Charles Radke. Unfortunately, Radke's gonna get dusted for sure. Urbina's a way better fighter. I know he's only 7-3, but he's a better guy. I'm not gonna say much about that fight. Radke's not that good of a fighter. I'm not impressed. Okay, on to the next one. I'm really actually... okay, this is a real fight. Kizriev versus Muradov. Okay, I've been doing a lot of tape study and stuff. Kizriev is a good fighter. He's well-rounded. He has power in his fists. And that's what makes me very tentative to pick Muradov. But Muradov is the dog. So, you know what? I'm going Kizriev. As I think about it right now, after watching a lot of tape study today and now coming back to it, Kizriev is he's good, man. He's got a lot of pressure and good ground and pound, and I could see him putting Muradov out on the ground, like ground and pound style. Muradov is trouble on the feet, but Kizriev has pretty good speed, and I think in this kind of case where Muradov doesn't have crazy finishing potential, I think Kizriev is going to get it done with his physicality. All right, next one. Natalia Silva, let's go, versus Viviana Araujo. So I am a fan of Silva. I think Natalia Silva is a great fighter, and just because she has finishing potential. And again, that's my main thing. I hope you have finishing potential if you're fighting in women's MMA, because that really shows me that you can, I don't know, execute the sport properly. I don't know what to say. I don't want to be mean, but a lot of girls go to decision a lot, right? They just don't have the killer instinct like the top girls do, right? The ranked girls have that killer instinct in almost every division. But even, not everyone, right? A lot of them have tons of skills, but they don't have that killer instinct. Natalia Silva does, and I think she's going to win. Araujo, I'm just not super impressed overall. And let's actually move on to the next fight, because Randy Brown, not impressed overall, right? So this is a favorite versus Muslim Salikov. So Salikov has power, right? He's had power through his career. He's old now. Randy Brown, terrible chin, right? So that's where I start to think trouble, right? That being said, Randy Brown's a lot taller. He's a lot rangier. If it goes to decision, he's definitely going to get it done, because Salikov's looking a little weathered, a little bit of a grizzled vet out there at this point. But he's still 19-5, or sorry, 19-4. Does that say anything or what? Give me 19-5. Randy Brown keeps the chin intact for one more, and he'll get by Salikov, I think. Randy Brown's a lot more marketable. He should win this fight. On to the next one, co-main event. Big money.
The winner.
Renato Moicano versus Drew Dober. Honestly, Drew Dober is way more powerful. Moicano fought at 45, now he's up at 55. And I think, honestly, when it comes to Drew Dober, he got hit hard last time, and let's call it, I don't want to say badly, but finished. He's finished. He got knocked out bad by not bad. He got knocked out by Frivola, the Steamroller, and Steamroller hits hard, right? I think if he was a little more careful about around Saint Denis, he would have had more of a chance, but he would have still lost. Don't get me wrong. Anyway, so Drew Dober, Crimson Chin.
The Crimson Chin! Wrong! The Nigger Chin!
Moicano's never finished anyone by TKO, so I don't think in a while. So he's not going to finish Dober. So I think unless a submission happens by Moicano, Drew Dober is very live to be a dog and to knock him out. I think Drew Dober knocks him out. On to the main event. Roman Dolidze versus Nasruddin Imavov. So this is an interesting fight because Imavov moves very well. He sticks the jab and he moves and he's super light on his feet. Like he's moving around, he's agile. But Roman Dolidze is a bully. Like he's absolutely big, tough, testosterone. He's a man. He's a tough dude. Like as skillful as Imavov is, you got Roman the Georgian Dolidze. Like you got French Imavov, and I don't want to be too aggressive here, but French, it's like skill can get you so far in MMA, right? You got your skill, and then you got your toughness and durability and grit and willingness to win and just your ruthlessness and Robbie Lawler encompassed that. That's why he was ruthless, right? I mean, it makes total sense. And I think Roman Dolidze is more on the ruthless side. So as a dog, I love it. I think Roman Dolidze is going to win. I think he's going to get in there and bully him, and this is my initial thought. As I calculated more, I'm going, Imavov's going to win by decision because he's going to go past the third round, and his Dolidze's cardio is just not where it needs to be. But I think the fight's going to be ended when I see how dangerous he is on the ground. And if he pushes him up against the cage and just bullies him and out-physicals him, I think that's what's going to happen. And if that happens, Imavov, also, his gas tank is a bit questionable. So if he gets a little bit tired, I think, the greasy positions, and I don't think Nasruddin has a crazy amount of finishing ability. So I think if he goes late, Dolidze could still strike him with something hard, or more importantly, take him down, or he takes Dolidze down and gets caught in a submission. And that's what I think is actually going to happen. I think Dolidze is going to submit him or catch him in a bad position and knock him out TKO style like he did in the last fight against, who was it that he the Joker. Let me see. Jacker Manson in the second round. Yeah, right in the second round, immediately. I watched that fight today. He caught him in that. Dude, his jiu-jitsu transitions are unreal. And I really like Dolidze. I think he's really tough, and I think he's underrated, and he's a dog. I'm going to take him. But Nasruddin, he may show us that he's really quick and better than I think. But I'll take Dolidze. He's a dog. Let's go. I mean, tons of dogs. Let's go through it real quick. So I got Dolidze as the dog. I have Dober as the dog. Randy Brown, favorite. Natalia Silva, favorite. Kizraev, and honestly, I'm leaning Muradov. Honestly, the more I think about it, I always think about it, but I like him as a dog, Muradov, but Kizraev's gonna win. Urbina, definitely gonna win. Prelims, Diana Belbita could totally win because it's women's, and Molly McCann's is terrible. But it'll be by decision because Belbita has no finishing ability whatsoever. Charles Johnson, I think he's getting cut. Maxim's going to get him. Themba versus Pete Rodriguez. I'm telling you guys, watch Pete Rodriguez knock him out in the first. That's all I'm saying. But Themba should get it done. But Pete. JDM is the only lost. If JDM is your only loss, it's a good loss. But it'll be in the first. Or the second, maybe. Blake Builder. Just getting vibes on Blake Builder. You know? I'm just getting vibes. He's probably going to win. Against my prediction earlier. My prediction's still Lee, but watch Blake Builder get me done. Carolina versus Stoliarenko, whatever. And Landon Quinones versus Markel Medeiros. I like Landon. My brother's name is Landon. Lando, the casual professional, is Landon, so we'll go for him. And Jamal Pogues is a dog because it's unranked heavyweight. He'll probably knock out Thomas Petersen. Right? So that's that's how it goes. Good luck this week. Hopefully I do better than last week. I only got 2 right, and that's the most embarrassing thing ever. My first week percentages were probably higher than normal. This week was definitely lower than normal, and we're going to see about this upcoming week. So have a good week, guys, and we'll see you next time.